It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we'll see Asante Samuel Jr.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And I saw they had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here we go, start!
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Commanders was very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. from the left hash. This from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing here, Howell.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Ready?
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
That's out wide here for Robinson.
Runs over him. And he's got this down to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First down, Howell to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on second down. Howell gets it to Strong. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's rock and roll.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On first down, Howell.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Howell.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Giants who were able to come away with the road victory. Russell Gage leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Elijah Mitchell with both of their touchdowns thus far, as he scored twice on the ground. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half. In a game where 1 field goal was all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figure both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Gott.
Yes, indeed, Coach. Thanks. Hey, we could use a touchdown. 3-0 as we welcome you back in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Howell from the gun.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 2nd and 13.
Powell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Touchdown!
Brian Robinson Jr.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And Brian Robinson finished things off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Okay, great.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Dancing to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. The best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Hurts. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over.
They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Al throwing on 1st down here.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Back to throw, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Hurts.
And Sanders has got it complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 75 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 70.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Washington offense set to take over again.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs. Keep us.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Down to about the 32.
Holding offense.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Hurts.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Escaping the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Chase Young
Charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts.
And his throw here's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Chase Young
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Howell out of the shotgun. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Another throw for Howell.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong 2nd half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the 2nd and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hurts and the Eagles now
Down by 12. A little under 50 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Throwing is Hurts. Finding Watkins. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll start by running the option to the right. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the early struggles continue.